Have you been grappling with the No Fap challenge, always ending up back where you started? Do you find yourself caught in a cycle of short-lived victories only to be followed by a crushing relapse? Each time you stumble, does the guilt and disappointment weigh heavily on your conscience? If this sounds all too familiar, then you're not alone. Many are locked in this relentless struggle, tirelessly searching for an escape, a way to break free. The journey to self-control and discipline can feel like an uphill battle, each step heavier than the last. But here's the thing, what you're lacking isn't more willpower. It's not about finding the perfect motivational quote or uncovering some secret trick that's been hidden from you. The missing puzzle piece in your journey to conquer the No Fap challenge is simply this: the right strategy. And that strategy? It's about avoiding the urge to fap by building meaningful relationships and improving your environment to foster positivity and strength. In the 1970s, the insightful scientist Bruce Alexander directed a pioneering study that would forever change our understanding of addiction. His research involved a profound exploration into the lives of rats, examining the effects of isolation and addictive substances. His initial setup involved solitary rats housed in confined cages with 2 water bottles, one containing simple pure water, the other spiked with cocaine. The revelation was astonishing. The majority of these confined and lonely rats gravitated towards the cocaine-laced water, often until lethal overdose. But Alexander's curiosity didn't stop there. He then introduced a radically different environment, a paradisiacal zone he aptly named Rat Park. This was not just a bigger cage, it was a haven filled with toys, comfortable sleeping spots, and crucially, other rats for companionship. There, the rats could engage, play, and form social bonds. The same 2 water bottles were reintroduced into this new environment, one with plain water and the other with cocaine. The findings were decidedly different in Rat Park. The rats overwhelmingly chose the plain water. Not a single rat overdosed on the cocaine-laced water. The conclusion? The environment in which the rats lived had a profound influence on their choices. The Rat Park study thus illustrates a powerful strategy to combat addiction by transforming one's environment. The study transcended the realm of rats, revealing significant implications for humans. It suggested that when societal and emotional needs are fulfilled, the lure of addictive substances or behaviors diminishes. It showed that when the rats felt fulfilled and socially active, their dependency on the cocaine-laced water lessened. The Rat Park study revolutionized the way we perceive addiction. It suggested that addiction is not merely about the addictive substance, but about the conditions and environment in which a person finds themselves. If we are to avoid falling into the trap of addiction, we must focus on improving our surroundings. When we are connected and our needs are met, we are less likely to resort to addiction to fill voids. The powerful takeaway from this study is clear. To avoid addiction, improve one's environment. This study the fact that both animals and humans are less likely to form addictions when their environmental and social needs are satisfied. In our advanced age of technology, where food, shelter, and entertainment are merely a click away, we've misplaced one crucial element: genuine human connection. Despite being more linked than ever, an overwhelming sense of loneliness pervades our society, hitting millennials hardest. This loneliness epidemic is a silent crisis, influencing our behaviors and choices significantly. The Rat Park study offers a fitting analogy. Rats, left in isolation, turn to addictive substances to cope with their loneliness, mirroring some of our own negative habits. The parallel here? Many of us, like these isolated rats, might turn to harmful practices like fapping to deal with our own feelings of emptiness. Yet, the reality underlined by the 2019 study is clear. A quarter of millennials reported having no close friends, and a third of all participants reported frequently experiencing extreme loneliness. However, do not despair if you recognize these feelings within yourself. Remember, just like the rats aren't destined to a life in isolation, you too aren't condemned to loneliness. You are a human being with the potential to combat loneliness, to reach out, connect, and form bonds. The key to avoiding harmful habits like fapping lies in your power to change your circumstances, and it starts with acknowledging your emotions and building meaningful relationships. To conquer this addiction, it's essential to venture beyond your comfort zone and explore your unique version of Rat Park. So what does this imply? It's all about creating sturdy relationships, socializing, and nurturing profound, valuable connections. Similar to the rats in the Rat Park study, we as humans also desire social engagement. This necessity is not merely a wish, but a core aspect of our wellness. Our bonds with others serve as the antidote to the solitude, often ignites our addictive habits. Through these relationships, we find support, companionship, and a feeling of acceptance. These bonds are the glue that keeps us together, the threads intertwining into the tapestry of our existence, and they are as crucial to our survival as nourishment and hydration. But let's not forget, establishing relationships isn't about numbers. It's about substance. It's not about accumulating countless acquaintances, but about nurturing a handful of close personal relationships. It's about discovering those individuals who comprehend you, who accept you for who you are, and who stand by you in good times and bad. These relationships, these ties, they are the supporting beams that will hold you steady as you traverse the path of the No Fap Challenge. They are the beacon of light guiding you through the tempest, the anchor keeping you secure when the waves of temptation surge. Remember, it's no simple feat, but to genuinely break free from the addiction, it's a challenge you must accept. Your journey to No Fap victory commences with stepping forward and fostering meaningful relationships. It's this strategy of building strong, meaningful relationships and improving your environment that will lead you to successfully complete the No Fap Challenge.